Once you have confirmed that the CondecoSense shipment has arrived, connect with the assigned project manager to make sure that all boxes have been delivered. If anything is missing, be sure to contact the CondecoSense team and acquire any missing hardware before beginning the install. You will need either a VGA or HDMI monitor with appropriate connections and a USB keyboard and mouse for the installation. Also, a small basic toolkit, Cat5 network cable, micro USB cord, 9-volt battery monitor, and a USB flash drive would be good to have on hand to ensure you will have everything you need just in case. To perform the install, find a staging area, usually in the direct area of installation, and begin removing all of the contents from the box in a neat and orderly fashion. Most installs will be removed and sent back to the company after a short study period has been conducted, usually around 6 months. So be sure to put all of the plastic bags and extra parts back into the original packaging and store it in a secure location at the facility. Once everything is laid out in an orderly fashion, begin setting up for installation. The first step is to distinguish the parts. Each kit will come with one gateway, one node, and all sensors that are matched up to them. The kit will also come with 2 spare sensors. Only the program sensors will have seat numbers. This will indicate to you which sensors are to be used. The only noticeable difference between the sensors and the node is the globe that all sensors have, but the node does not. At this point, it is time to battery up. All the sensors will have a 9-volt battery partially installed. Slide the sensors one at a time off of their individual backing plate, fully connect the 9-volt battery, and then replace the backing plate. Once all sensors have been powered up, it is time to power up the gateway. Before applying power, be sure to attach the node to any USB port, as well as the keyboard and mouse and monitor. Plug in the gateway and turn on the monitor. The first thing that is likely to appear on the desktop monitor is a warning window. Click Yes to accept network changes and confirm the mesh opening. If the warning window does not appear, but instead you see a pop-up window about COM ports, this is likely because you do not have the node attached to the gateway. Go ahead and attach the node, and then use the drop-down menu to choose a different COM port. If the warning window still does not appear, perform a restart on the gateway. Connect the gateway to the network by either a Cat5 cable, which is the desired method, via Wi-Fi, or with a cellular network. If this installation is to use a cellular data system for the network hookup, the kit will include this. It will already be programmed with any specific info and will be ready to power up and provide network connectivity. To power it on, use the supplied micro USB to attach it to the gateway. Now let's go back to the mesh. As you can see in this demonstration, the mesh is showing an alarm for sensor number 2. The most likely cause is the sensor not being properly seated in the base. Ensure that the sensor in question is properly seated, and then quickly open and close the sensor. Whoa, that was fast. Let's see that again in slow motion. If done properly, you should see a small red LED flash after the sensor is reseated into the base plate. Hit the refresh button and the alarm should disappear. Go ahead and do this for each sensor individually. This will force the sensor to send an immediate update to the node, following confirmation that each sensor is working as it should. Be sure to hit refresh after each forced sensor update. If for some reason you cannot get a sensor to work, replace it with one of the extra sensors. This process is as simple as inserting the numbers from the new sensor into the mesh as replacement numbers for the sensor that was not working. Once all of the sensors are showing with a status code 1, slide in the locking clip and begin their installation. Installing the sensors is as simple as applying the provided command strips and then sticking them to the bottom of the desk or table, with a globe sensor facing towards the seat to be monitored. Be sure to have 6 inches from the edge of the table or desk, with 1 inch of clearance on the back side and 1 inch of clearance on the side with a locking clip. When installing multiple sensors, try to keep things organized. In this situation, we have a large conference table. Find what seems to be the head of the table and work your way around clockwise, installing the sensors in order. If your kit calls for more sensors than is necessary, simply highlight the sensors not used on the mesh and delete them. Place the unused sensors back into the packaging. Try to be neat and orderly with the gateway unit as well. Use command strips to attach the node and any possible cellular network devices to the gateway and place it in a discrete location. Detach the monitor and remember to secure the packaging and extra supplies on location at a place arranged with your point of contact for the customer.